Hi Sagittarius, I am here to do your reading for March. Okay, so please only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind because this is a general reading. Okay, thank you very much. And thank you for all of your support. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see what you have. Beautiful, you have the Magician. Magic is alive in your life. What you need to be a success will manifest. If you believe it, you can do it. Absolutely beautiful. It's a wonderful card to have for your overall energy. Okay, now let's get a spirit animal. See what they would like to share. Okay. You have the mouse spirit. Tend to the small things. So that's telling you it is time to not take on big stress, big decisions. It's better to let your mind have a rest for a while and do the small things that need to be done. Plus, maybe some of the small things do need to be done anyway. But I think this is for you to have a chance to refresh. Okay? Oops. Okay, here we go. You have space. This card has been coming out so much lately. And what this card is talking about is you have this big space right here for you to fill. What do you want to fill it with? There must be something going on in your life that you're in between cycles or in between projects or something. And it's telling you take some downtime and give some thought to what you would like to do next. You know, this is an empty space. What do you want to fill it with? And you have the Magician. So anything you want to put there, you have the power to do it. I don't know, maybe it's got something to do with the collective or spring or I don't know that's coming up. I don't know what it is, but that card's been coming out quite a bit. Okay, beautiful. You have to the sea. That means you are in flow, you're in sync with your life and what's going on around you. So that's a beautiful energy to have. All of these are very nice. Even this one, which is adorable, by the way. But this is very nice too because everybody needs time where they can relax and not have to worry, stress, take action over the bigger things in life. So this is the time for you to just do the little things, maybe take time off, walk in the woods, And if your house does need to have a spring cleaning, this would be a perfect time for that. But while you're doing that, be thinking about or taking a little bit of action on what you want to fill this space up with. And it should be a fun process, okay? Make that an enjoyable thing to do. And here it says you're in sync with your life, with the universe. You're in sync. You're in the flow. So what you decide to put here will most likely be perfect for you if you let it flow, if it's not something you're having to fight against. And like I said, you have the Magician energy, so you have everything you need to create whatever it is you want to put in this space. Lovely energy. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some tarot and see what comes up there. Yeah, I love these overall cards. And your overall energy is beautiful. The Magician is so nice. Okay. Let's see what your first card is. Oh me, oh my. A broken heart. Well, that could apply to these three easily, I can see. If you have a broken heart, you probably do need to take some downtime. And the Magician energy will be here to help you. And depending on what else is going on with this, the Space card might very well be here to help you. But on the really good side, it says you're in sync. You're in the flow of things. So this might not be quite as hurtful as it otherwise would be, or could be. Okay, let's get another card. You have the World. Beautiful card. This says it's the successful end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. And it says, what is it that you want to create? And I think it's no coincidence. It's coming out right underneath space. What is it you want to create? Right? Here it says you can create anything. Just like the Magician energy says. It's all up to you. Yeah. No coincidences. Synchronicities, yes. Coincidences, no. Very curious to see what comes out here. The Moon. Okay. The Moon is telling you to use your intuition. Okay? And it talks about how things aren't as clear after dark, right? So you need to use your intuition because answers might not be readily apparent. You might have to use your intuition to find them. And I also say it's what you feed. If you feed the good side will grow. If you feed the bad side will grow. Whichever side you do not feed will wither and die. So feed the good side. But this is coming out under to the sea, which means you are in the flow. You're in sync with things. So this should soften this some, but you do need to use your intuition, and I think people should use their intuition all the time anyway. Okay, and then at the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Wands, which talks about you know where it is you want to go and what you want to do. You're holding the world in your hand. You're leaving something behind and heading towards something new. Okay? Let's go a little bit deeper and see what we find out. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, you have the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles for me is really all about balance. She has a career side, which is wonderful. It's very lucrative and she loves it. And she has her home side, which is filled with love. And therefore, you get this beautiful balance between the two. So, going by that, I would say this should turn out fine. You will be creating balance. And now the Three of Swords can be anything. It could be a romantic partner. It could be work. It could be something internal. We'll take a card for that and see if we can gain any more insight. Beautiful. Another very nice card. You have the Ace of Cups. which is talking about having a new beginning, one that's filled with happiness, love, and joy. So maybe that is what you're going to fill this space up with. Happiness, love, and joy, which is beautiful. And here you have strength. And you tend to show your strength through kindness and compassion, which is awesome. But it also, to me, means that when that lion does need to come out, it will. But you're very gentle in how you show your strength and very loving. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is another new beginning. One that is a fortunate new beginning. Okay, the wheel is turning in your favor. So that is beautiful. Okay, let's take a few clarifying cards. And I don't know if I've shown these to you yet, but they're this big. They're teeny tiny. I ordered them and I knew they were smaller, and I wanted them smaller so we could see the cards underneath, but I had no idea they were this tiny. But I do like them. Yes, I do. Okay. Let's take a card for space. Okay? And see if that has anything to share. And this kind of flew out. The Six of Swords. Fits right in there. This is talking about you moving away from some place that no longer serves you to a place that serves you very well, where you will find your happiness and your peace. Okay? You have a ship here, or a boat, and the same here. And here it says you're in flow, in sync. Okay? Beautiful. Okay. Let's take a card for the Three of Swords. Oh. I will tell you, with these cards, the cards jump out just great. You have the Hermit. And what this is saying is you are wanting to go inside and use your intuition and your higher power to gain enlightenment. And it's clarifying the Three of Swords. So what this is meaning is you want to go inside and find out the cause of this, and maybe what to do about it, but enlightenment in general about this hurt. Okay? Let's see, there's, what else, if anything? Everything else looks so almost like a story. Okay, let's talk about this for a minute and see if we need to take anything else. The Magician energy is your overall energy, which is beautiful. It's saying you can create whatever it is that you want to create, that you have everything you need with you. You don't need to go anywhere to get anything. Magic is in your life. What you need to be a success will manifest. If you believe it, you can do it. So the key here would be belief. And here it's telling you, take it easy, try not to stress, and we can see why, right? Try to keep the emotions in check and just pitter-putter around for a while, which will allow you time to go in, use your Hermit energy, and think these things through. Put major decisions and, other things off just for a time so you can go in and figure this out, okay? And it looks like you are going to do a beautiful job of this, because the last card here is one of a beautiful, balanced energy. So this looks very nice. Yeah, tend to the small things so you can deal with what's going on emotionally inside. And you will create balance in your life, which is beautiful. Here, you have the space. What are you going to fill it up with? And it was the Six of Swords, which is where you're leaving behind what no longer serves you and going to a place where you will be peaceful and happy and life will be so much different. Successful completion of a cycle. Fits beautifully. And here you have the beginning of a new cycle. So this column's wonderful. Here it says you're in sync, you're in flow. So this might have kind of like a natural progression, right? It could still, of course, be hurtful, but it might be something that you can work through as if it's flowing, okay? And here, it's telling you that things aren't as clear. It's nighttime, that you do need to use your intuition and feed the good side. And to me, this goes with this. It's saying, stay in flow, stay in sync. Here, use your intuition, and you're already going inside with your hermit energy. Figure this out. And here, it's telling you that you are plenty strong enough to handle whatever this is. And that you do tend to show your strength through kindness and compassion. But if you need the lion to come out, it certainly can. At the end of the deck right here, it tells you you're leaving something behind, holding the world in your hand. You know where you want to go, which way you want to head. And now you're strategizing on how to get there. So to me, that kind of fits right in here. And your very last card is the Wheel of Fortune, which is absolutely beautiful. It's saying, this successful completion of this cycle is bringing about a fortunate new beginning that's going to be filled with love, happiness, and joy. So the clarifying cards we took didn't tell us exactly what the problem was, but it is letting us know how to go forward with it. That's by going inside, using your intuition, your higher power, your divine feminine energy, and by moving, filling the space, by going to where it is it's going to make you very happy. Okay? So this is the only card here that's a challenge. The rest of this is absolutely beautiful. All right? So let's go ahead and get some cards from the universe to see what they would like to share. Yeah, I mean, if you stop and look at this as a whole, you have the Magician. You have to the sea, which means you're in flow, you're in sync. You have a successful completion of a cycle. You have the beautiful balance, a brand new beginning filled with love, happiness, and joy, Strength card, and a fortunate new beginning. So you have some beautiful cards. And an adorable mouse. Okay, let's get the cards from the universe. We had two that wanted to come out. The first one is the Knight of Pentacles, and this is the slowest moving knight in the deck. And this particular knight is extremely thorough and a wonderful planner and implementer. So what I believe this is wonderful for is a new beginning, okay? Because they can help build solid foundations. And you have, by having this successful completion, you're having a beginning. Here you're having a beginning and another beginning, right? So this is a great energy to have. And here you have the Three of Cups, which is a beautiful energy. This is saying get together with everybody you love and care about, family, friends, colleagues, whoever it is, and lift each other up. Help each other and celebrate. So, this change that you might very well be going through looks like it's going to be a wonderful change. Okay, let's get one more card. Whoa, or 3. Okay, here it's saying, and I would imagine it's saying you need to take a rest, and because you've reached your first milestone. But regardless of this, I think it's saying you need to take a rest. Because here you have 10 to the small things, which means rest. Emotionally, mentally, take time off. So I think this is saying rest whenever you feel like you need to, okay? But definitely when you get done with this, give yourself a break, okay? But yeah, anywhere in here, when you need to take a break, take a break. And here you have the Hermit, and that's the universe's way of saying I meant what I said, okay? Because you have the Hermit here. So it's just reinforcing this, saying, yes, use this Hermit energy. Go inside to find enlightenment. And you have the Eight of Wands, which is very fast, positive, moving energy. And so what this can say is that any part of this, or the whole thing, could move quickly. And it's all positive. Okay? So this all comes down to this one little card, but it was hurtful, whatever it is. And it was enough to where you want to completely change. You want this cycle over. You want to fill this space with something you love. So typically I say, this is a temporary hurt. It is one that will pass, and it will. But it must have been hurtful enough or strong enough or, whatever was said or done enough to where you realize you need to move on to something that serves you well. But it is a beautiful reading in that you have so many good cards. Okay, let's get a charm and see what comes up. And sometimes I do get teased. Okay, this is the stethoscope. All right, and what this is saying is throughout this process, you need to stop in periodically and check on yourself, see how you're doing. Don't let yourself get so wrapped up in a negative emotion or get off the path that you want to be on. So check in periodically, make for sure you're doing well and that you're on the path you want to be on and that you are at the right stage where you want to be. And if not, make course corrections along the way. But to me, that's what that's all about. Okay, thank you so much. And this really does look like it is going to be such a nice month. Maybe a moment of angst, but you have your Magician and many other cards that are going to lead you to something beautiful. Okay? Thanks so much. I hope you have a wonderful March. Talk to you again soon.